Hello! Happy Monday from a very overexposed me. I just did all the camera settings 5 minutes ago, and then something, I've clearly touched a button somewhere, but my face is all blown out. It's all white. It's all glowy. You can see, I don't know why I'm narrating. Anyway, I decided I'd rather be vaguely on time than start all over again trying to sort out the camera. So I'm just going to leave it like that because most of it is the desk and the desk shot is fine. So let's just go over there because this is because I was overly impressed with myself making progress on things. So so that's why reality had to do something to go, oh no, girl. You don't have a hold on it. You just thought you did. Okay, so things I have done. I'm just setting out my week that this week is a week where all the things that need to get done. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So yesterday, I started that off with, I have posted all the October Best of Both Worlds pages on Instagram. Hands up if you saw it. So I can give you a quick little flip through, but it does mean that I finished off some things that needed finishing. Like I had lots of journaling to write in, which is done now. I mean, nothing is ever going to be better scrapbooking than this when I put, I gave pumpkins lightsabers. There's never going to be a better moment than that. But that's my peak. And now we just try and keep from crashing down the other side of the mountain, okay? So that's all finished, journaled and colored in. This has journaling, I think otherwise was all done. Thank you to P13 for putting that on their feed too last night. That was a lovely surprise. This one has journaling and chickens. This one has the journaling on the vellum up here in case you ever wonder about including vellum for journaling but not sure how to adhere it. Look, this is actually not adhered at all. It's just stuck there. But then once it's in the page protector, it'll be held down, so it's fine. As long as it's secured to the page, I'm all good. So yeah, that just needed writing. Then this one got a little bit more dressed up. So I added more chipboard along this line and decided to bring in more orange because I did the pink and orange pumpkins down here and then felt like it needed more orange. More orange. So I brought those in and then I was thinking, well, now it needs more sparkles. So sparkle, sparkle, sparkle as well. And then why not also add some puffy stickers? So those were, the chipboard was that crepe paper sheet that I pulled out as a stash buster, and the puffies were from last year's October kit. This one got a little bit more dressed up, and I have to put my hands up that I made a terrible mistake. How, in October, did I never realize that this border sticker was separate? So I thought these little colorful pieces were inside there and it was all one sticker. It's not! So I need you to know that if you still have this and you haven't used that strip, all of those little flowery asterisk shapes are individual stickers. You could put them inside, but when you peel up that border, you're just getting the border. So I put them on two different layouts. So I've got the outlines here. And then the little inside pieces went on this one to give it a little confetti. Yeah? Am I right now journaling there? So that was October, and it's on Instagram so that you can give it, and you can give it a like if you like. That wasn't what I meant to say. I got distracted. But you can if you like. If you want to give it a heart, that's great. But the useful, practical thing I was thinking of is that if you have an October kit that you put together and you are not sure what you want to do with it or what you have done with it, you could put that post in your bookmarks, and then you always know it's there for you to find and come back to it easily. Okay, that's what I meant. Okay. So we got all that. Lovebug thinks the lightsabers are perfect. Yay! So then I've got 2 pages finished with November kit so far. And I've just put a dent in both of them and the paper I'm using today, but I don't think you can see it here. Because oh, it's there. I dropped something on my desk and it made a dent in the papers that I had. I was setting up the camera and I dropped the battery. Whoops. Okay, so it's all right. I'd already photographed it. That's a great bit. So 1, 2 pages with November kit, and they are both pages from this trip, and so is today's. So today I have printed 4 3x4s. I'm going to use 3, and I'm going to let you help me pick because 2 of them are almost identical shots. So these 2 are different. So one that's closer up and one, I don't know if you can see his cheeky Lost Boy face there. How close can I get that in focus? So this one has a very different face. He's sticking his tongue out at me. So those are both going in. But then this one is, I mean, they are 2 different shots, but they're very, very similar. And the difference is one, he takes up more of the frame. The other one, you get more of the mural. So you get that it says Neverland at the top. So then you get the Peter Pan link, yeah, because he's wearing Peter Pan clothes. So I would love for you to tell me, would you prefer more background or more boy? You tell me, which one of these 2 should I put in? And I'm going to be using these stars and then this. I'm just getting ahead of myself here because why not? So I was thinking I wanted to put some more green in than this. I wanted the Peter Pan green to come in. Do you remember a few months ago when we had the really nice quality rainbow background packs from 49 Market? And I went through and I was like, oh, I don't have a whole sheet of green anymore because I think there was one whole sheet of green and I used it. But this one was green that faded into blue or blue that faded into green. So I've just chopped the green part off. And this is the extra. Yeah, so I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use this. So ignore the purple. The purple is just there for me to Frankenstein my background and make it nice and strong. You can Frankenstein backgrounds without putting cardstock behind. You can just tape it together on the back. I have done this, and they are the pages that have not held up well over time. So now I always put them on cardstock so that they're nice and heavy. Okay, so let's see who's here and what you're thinking about more background or more boy. Background. Yeah, we want the context. There's a few people saying they like the close-up of him, but more people saying the background. And I don't think that means that this photo is completely out for the whole time. I think it just means it's out for this particular page, and that's okay. So let's go ahead and get it so that I have these 3, and then I'll sketch it out, and I'll do my little speech, and we will stick it all together. Also, since I had to educate myself and then all of you on that border sticker, let's do some educating on things that have come up in the comments that I didn't realize. Okay, anybody who was here on Friday, we're all in this one together, I'm afraid. If you were live on Friday and you did not point this out in the live chat, we're all here. Okay, so I said in this sticker sheet this month, what's up with the big pink blob that says Go Figure? Well, this gives us context. There's another pink blob with an interior shot. The Go Figure is a pun. It's a fig. It's a fig, people. Thank you to the lovely contributors to the Tomorrowland chat who were able to say the pink blob is not a ping pong paddle, is not just a strange blob with a brown top on it. It's a fig. A hot pink fig. I didn't know that pigs came in hot pink. Pigs probably do come in hot pink, but figs I was unaware of. But there we go. So now the challenge is, how do I use the figs? I have not figured that out. And therein is the quality of my humor. So there we go. Help me before the month is out to figure out what kind of fig scrapping I could do, because I don't have them in my kitchen or anything. All right, little bend and snap. Last one. Right. Other stuff that's been going on. Some of you will have got your shipping notifications for your Christmas stamps. If you ordered Christmas stamps and you haven't got your shipping notification yet, don't freak out. I still have some to go. Some of them shipped over the weekend. Some of them are shipping today. And more of them will ship tomorrow. And then probably all done. Probably. Yeah. So that was a big job. Well, it is a big job. And getting there. And what else? Dun, dun, dun. Did a bunch of website-y stuff that would be totally boring for you, but it needed to be done. And I think no lightning come and hit my house or anything, okay? But I think the very overdue words project will be live for you by Friday's live video, which I am very happy about, because, whoa boy, that was a much bigger job than I ever expected, and I feel rotten about it, but it's going to feel good to press publish and have it all complete and done, and I'm there. Okay. Sophia says, oh, I couldn't give a fig. Mary says use it to scrapbook with pie. A couple people suggesting with figgy pudding. Maybe I just have to get WB to sing We Wish You a Merry Christmas, because I definitely don't have figgy pudding in my menu here. I mean, does Christmas pudding include figs anymore? I don't know. I don't think I've ever made one that had figs in it. Sophia says, just crack open a packet of fig rolls and then scrapbook it. Why not? Americans' fig rolls are fig Newtons. There you go. There you go. Right. Sandra's got a very sensible question. None of this fig madness. She says, what kind of photo printer do you use? I can show you. A dusty one. Oh, it just gets dusty because I keep it on the floor. I keep it on my favorite shelf. Okay, it's this one. The Canon Selfie. I have the CP1300 model, but there are different numbers and they all work essentially the same. It comes with the system that you use to refill it. It has one massive ink cartridge thing that goes in here. And you buy the cartridge, the ink, and the paper together. The number of prints corresponds to how long that ink cartridge works. So it all goes together. It prints wirelessly, and I almost always print from my phone. I can do it from my laptop. It just means that I disconnect from my house Wi-Fi and connect to the Selfie Wi-Fi. But I find it really easy to do from my phone with the Canon print app. So I almost always do that. There we go. If I'm not printing stuff at home, I order from Persnickety Prints. There we go. Debbie has one and only one fig memory, that her mom had a fig tree in the yard. Mary says, aren't figs purple? I kind of thought they were. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Sophia has ended up in a situation where she has more paper than ink, and she has no idea how that is possible. I also have that. But you can join this club now, Sophia. I, at one point, ended up like 4 sheets of paper ahead of my print of the ink, and it never equalizes ever again, unless you just go in and take however many sheets that you like empty the tray when you put a new ink cartridge in. But then I'm nervous of what if it goes the other way around, so I've never like used those for anything else. I don't know. There we go. Right. We've been going a long time and I haven't stuck anything, and I haven't done my speech, so I better do that. Okay, you ready for overexposed me? Hi. Why is it so glowy? I'm Shimelle. I don't, here. Can I like shadow my face so that it has features? I mean, on the plus side, if you light your face this much, no one can tell how old you are. They might call you Casper, the friendly ghost. Okay, so hi, my name is Shimelle. I teach online scrapbooking classes, design scrapbooking products, and help you use them to tell your stories in a creative way. It's not just my hobby, it is my job, and that means anytime I scrapbook on the internet, it's considered advertising, and legally I have to make sure you're aware of that. Thank you for coming to watch my hashtag advertising. I really appreciate you being here, whether you watch live and chat in the live chat, whether you watch live and you're just quiet because you're at work, or you just don't feel like chatting, you watch on TV and it's hard. I get it. Or if you watch from Tomorrowland, because you can watch the replay and make it fit whatever schedule you want. You can even watch me on fast forward so that you don't have to listen to me talk, or you can listen to me talk really fast. And you can just see the layout come together. All of these things are valid, and I'm glad you're here no matter which technique is the one that you use. If you want to support stuff like this, you can shop through the links in the box below. That will give you the links to what I'm using this month, November, what I'm using next month, December. Or you can sign up for a class. Now, in December, I teach an annual class called Journal Your Christmas, also a photography-based one called Share Your Christmas, and you can sign up for those anytime and to get daily prompts all through the Christmas season. If you go to shimelle.com, you'll find them over on the right-hand side, and later this week, you'll find them on the main thing with details about what's updated this year, what to expect, and all sorts of changes, but not today, because I got other things I'm getting done today. Right, let's scrapbook. Okay, back to a normally exposed thing. Okay. Jolene says her idea on the fig sticker is to cover it up or throw it out. Samantha says when she was pregnant with kid number 1, fig Newtons were the only thing. Oh no, I was reading this the other way around. Were the only thing she was sick after eating. I was thinking that it was the only thing that you could eat. No, the other way around. She has fig Newton selfies and maybe she needs to use those stickers. Well, we could all send them to you. It's fine. Oh, AJ says use the figs to do a page that's about words that are different in Britain and the States. Okay, let's do a sketch because I got a plan. So I've got a 1/3, 2/3 background here. I'm going to put some of those yellow rub-ons onto this. By the way, I did remember to bring one of the sets of stamps up to my desk. So it looks like this. They look like that. Lots of little things this year. Little words to fit into different places. Cool. Right. Sketch. One day I'll learn how to focus, but not today. Oh, okay. I'll have a look at that, Orangina. I honestly had not checked in this year. Orangina says we need a new hashtag for Share Your Christmas this year, because it's full of advertising. Okay. We will make a new one. All right. So 1/3, 2/3 background. So this is 12 by 4. This is 12 by 8. Cool so far? 3 photos printed at 3 by 4. And they are going to go together up here. That's not to scale. And they probably have a mat each, so let's give them some extra little sketchy lines around the edges here. So kind of shelf composition so far. Then, so we've got this line here that makes the shelf. Yes. We're going to do cut apart stuff. We've got the Vicky 3x4s and tags. They're going to go back behind here, making layers. Like that. Then I'm going to have to work out what kind of title lettering because we've got orange letters and I just don't see that working. So we're going to sort something out with that. Now what I'm going to do is take little scraps of these pieces. So see how much of this is covered up by the photos? I'm going to cut some of that away. and I'm going to bring it down here so that these little scraps will match those little scraps up there. And then the title is going to run in here. I don't know why I did a smiley face at the end, since that's usually the symbol for a photo on here, but I did. Then we're going to have rub-ons over here. I'm going to put yellow ink around there to symbolize rub-ons because I don't know how to draw rub-ons. And we're going to do confetti that starts up in this corner, goes down here, and finishes down here. So there's going to be quite a bit of open space for these stars to stay quite obvious. And there we go. There we go. So if you would like to screen grab that very simple sketch, I don't think it's going to look simple when it's done. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. All right, let's put it all together. Oh, thank you for the love of the stamp set. I am glad that you like, and I hope you find it nice and useful as you make your albums. Try to keep the different sets each year. Like, I always am putting them together based on what I would like to work with and what I feel like I need more of, rather than just adding to an existing collection of the same. And so I was finding that where I've gone, when I started the project, I worked on bigger pages, and now I do a lot of small pockets. I was finding that some of my stamps really were making it too big, and I needed more small things. So there we go, small things. Now I know these two are similar in size, and this one's the odd one out. And the odd one out you usually want to put in the middle, but this one has the most direction since it's zoomed in. This one he's looking straight out at you. These two both have that direction, but this one it's more obvious. So I'm going to go this way, and the way I'll make this one more central is to pop it up. Right. Let's, oh, Connie says, where's the journaling going to go? Sorry, the journaling's going to go on in here, in the layers back here. You're quite right. I even know what paper it's going on, and I just didn't draw it in. There you go. Sorry. Thank you. Cool. Oh, Sandra says, does the printer I use, the Selfie, does it print 5x7? No. This is the only size it prints. That's 2 on 1. So they call it postcard, but it's essentially 4x6. It's a couple millimeters off, but it's okay. And so you can get 2 3x4s. If you use the Canon Selfie app, it gives you the little white border in the middle. If you use Project Life, it puts them next to each other, no margins. Okay? Cool. Right. So this is one is going to get journaling. And then let's see what else is going to have journaling here. But I also want to mat those. So which pieces have I got as contenders for photo mats? I've got this. Quite like a bit of rainbow in there. These are full sheets. Okay, maybe this one. Right. So let's do that middle shot in this blue because the other two kind of have tones in common. So this one's going to have more contrast. So that's going to be this one where he's straight on to the camera. You could leave this step off if you want to save more papers to be full backgrounds, or you could use scraps here if you want the layers but don't want to lose the full 12x12s. However, if you decide to do something because you're going to save the save the full sheet to be a 12x12 background, please make sure you do it and don't just put a whole nother sheet of paper into your stash without actually using it. All right. Now, okay. I want this kind of color here. I want this side here, just to be awkward. Brown ink. And this one, pink rainbows. They're gonna go like that, and I'm quickly gonna drink my hot chocolate. Which has gone not pretty because the oat milk is separated from the chocolate, so that's me covering up my hot chocolate, which I assure you tastes fine, but looks really weird now. Sophia says, saving that one special sheet for that one special mythical layout of dreams. No idea what you could possibly mean, Shimelle. I know. Liz finally gets it about what I mean about finding scissors that feel like an extension of your hand. She got new ones on a whim because they were silver and they sparkly and they fit her perfectly. Whoop whoop. Right. Barbara says, how are you liking the adhesive that you're presently using? I love it. And I have a million refills, so you're going to see me use it for a long time now. Whoop whoop. Yes, Kimberly points out, you can print smaller than 4x6. You can print 2x2. You can print whatever kind of thing you want to put on a 4x6 piece of paper. But the tray just holds 4x6 paper. Yep. Samantha found a recipe for s'mores hot chocolate. I tell you, there was a s'mores, like coffee, milkshake, frappuccino kind of thing in Tomorrowland. Actual Tomorrowland at Disney, and I meant to go back and get it, and I didn't, and I have regrets. So somebody please go get that milkshake for me. Thanks. So I've got green with grid. I'm going to pull out some other green things here. And this one. But also, I'm not going to do just green. I'm going to do other colors too, but I want to include the green where I can. What do we got there? Little rainbows. Okay, so and that one, this one. Oh, I remember the days when I used to cut up my cut apart sheets as soon as I got them. I feel like I don't remember them either, but I know I did because I used to write about it being a really useful thing. And now I don't do it. But part of why I don't do it is because I don't buy 2 sheets anymore, except that one that had wood grain on the background. And so, oh, but this one, it has tags both sides, so I don't know why I would need to make it different. I don't know. But anyway, the reason I don't cut my 3x4s is that I found then I would be like, oh, the B side for that 3x4 cut apart. Now I want it and it's cut into 3x4 blocks. So I stopped doing it. Oh, I was going to look at this side. Oh, and then I've just snipped. It's okay. What do they look like from the other side? Right. Did I snip the other side? No, I want to take it down to the smaller piece. Okay, so we got some green happening there. What else we got here? Hello, Leslie. Sophia says, I have a question. As someone who likes coffee but has never had a pumpkin spice anything, which is the best chain place to try from here in the UK? Does anybody still have them? If you find a Starbucks that still have existing stock, you won't find it on the app. They've taken it off mobile order. But if they still have it in the shop, they'll sell it to you. Who else has one? Pret, I don't think did one this year. Did they? I never saw one in a Pret. Last year, the Pret recipe changed and I was not a fan. It was really powdery. What else? I want to find a way to get this in, but I think it might be too big. I'm going to cut it out and find out. Cut it out and find out. Is that I feel like that's a scrapbooking term, just waiting to be co-opted. Cut it out and find out. Oh, I could use this. Could use this little border strip of cameras along the border there. Let's do it. Okay. That's going to go along there. Let's see if we can make this camera work. Because I could use... Oh, I was thinking I'd have to use this up here and it might not fit, and use this down here, but I could swap it and then it would work without any problem. It might work anyway, but it would definitely work the other way around. Okay. This one I'm going to cut apart. Down here. Okay, let's ink a bunch of stuff. Start sticking it. Yeah, the coffee shops, as soon as the 1st of November hits, they go straight into Christmas mode. So it's all holiday recipes now. It does do my head in a little bit, and I will say hats off to my favorite bakers in London. Flavortown do their pumpkin spice cupcakes for all the way through Thanksgiving, all the way through November, right till the 27th. Now, they also have mince pie cupcakes on the as well. So if you're not into autumn flavors, you're good. But they don't get rid of the autumn flavor too early. I was devastated this year because Shake Shack did not have their pumpkin pie shake. They had figgy pudding, or not figgy pudding, they had sticky toffee pudding. And I'm sorry, this will go against me when I finally get apply for my passport, but I don't like sticky toffee pudding. I find it disappointing and lacking flavor. I can totally see historically how it became a much beloved dish, but it is not beloved by me. So there we go. So yeah, they didn't have it. I should have checked in to see the other pumpkin dish in London that I love. Is La Gelatiera has, in the past, done a pumpkin gelato that was just gorgeous. But I haven't been in there for an ice cream, so I don't know if they did it this year. Now, it's coming up to Thanksgiving, which means it's coming up to my favorite Whole Foods buffet day of the year. And I haven't been since pre-pandemic, but I think I might do it this year. So what I mean, if you're new and going, what is she on about? Is is that Whole Foods obviously is an American company, American brand, and they have a buffet in their grocery store, just to sound American. I don't know why Brits don't use the word grocery store. I find it so useful because when you say supermarket, to me, I imagine the big ones, and we have plenty of small ones. So anyway, I would not consider Whole Foods to be a supermarket because the one at Piccadilly is little. But, you got to think about how much it costs to rent stuff at Piccadilly. So anyway, the buffet at Thanksgiving is a Thanksgiving buffet. And if you've never eaten from the Whole Foods buffet, because you're like, Shimelle, why are you talking about buffet food? Buffets are weird, and a lot of people don't like them. I know. I really like buffets, and I'll just own it. I just like them. I like being able to choose a random collection and get the amount I want of the things I want, rather than what the all-knowing culinary master chef is going to do, which I know is probably better. But there's something about Thanksgiving that calls for buffet things. So anyway, if you ever happen to go to the Whole Foods Piccadilly buffet on Thanksgiving, it's Thanksgiving food, including a whole bunch of sides, which is what I'm there for, because as a vegetarian at Thanksgiving, I'm here for the sides. And there's loads of American expats, usually on their own, maybe with one friend, and everybody just eats together. And it's I just really enjoy it. Sophia says, the grocery shop is the corner shop that also sells veggies. Paula says, do you have Whole Foods in London? Yeah, a couple of them. So there's one out west, and there's one at Piccadilly. I don't know where else there might be. They're owned by Amazon now, so I don't know if that means we'll get more of them or if they'll disappear. In Amy's neck of the woods, Starbucks still has pumpkin spice on the app. Not in London. And if I order not on the app, it means actually going and asking a human if they still have pumpkin spice, and then having to give my very persnickety order because I don't like the full dosing. If you do find one, Sophia, here's the thing. A grande, the middle size, they would call for 4 pumps of pumpkin spice syrup. That is a lot of syrup. A lot. It's beautiful with 2. It's indulgent with 3. 4 is too much, and I can't function the rest of the day. Just on the sugar. I don't have caffeine, so it's just the sugar. But I did notice when I was standing in the queue at the various Disney versions of Starbucks, apparently in America, I should not be worried about my funny, nerdy orders of exactly how I want my drink, because y'all just be putting those orders in at the desk and owning it. Yeah, here, no. I have never heard coffee orders like that. But part of it is the way, well, I guess I'm assuming this is a post-pandemic thing or a pandemic thing, that there's no longer like the jugs of milk and sugars and stuff for you to dose up your own coffee. So if you want it like that, you have to ask for it when you order it in the States. And so people are like giving to the detail of exactly how many sugars, how much milk, what they want in it, all of this. And some of them I was like, wow, I thought I was a fusspot with my decaf and milk choice and all of that sort of thing. And sometimes the drinks I like have really long names. So like, I really like what is it called? Iced brown sugar shaken espresso, which is like sweet iced coffee, essentially. They shake it up in a cocktail shaker. But the name of it is so long that I'm often embarrassed to order it. Right. Corey does the Starbucks lemonade and she goes 2 pumps. She says 4 is way too much. Jolene's good. She just drinks black coffee. Coffee, black, sorted. Why not? But yeah, so I've always been nervous about these things, and then it turns out I didn't need to be. Okay, so we're going to start chopping these. Don't freak out. I'm going to put the rub-ons in, but I'm going to get everything placed how I want it. So it's going to go behind there. And then a big one. Oh, and I have this. Don't forget this. April says Starbucks people can be extra, and I own that too. There's just too much of it all in Starbucks drinks, though I add an extra shot of espresso in my grande. That's fine. It's all good. I can put one more 3x4 in here. Oh, this one. I could have used that there too. If you don't have this and you want a green topper, use that. It's gorgeous. I didn't think of that. Okay, which one am I least likely to use then? The pencils. And here's why. I'm most likely to look at them and go, oh, they're so cute, and never use them. So let's use them now. They are so cute. Eep. But no. Okay. So remember, I'm chopping bits off so that I can build this bit at the bottom. Debbie doesn't drink coffee and yet still enjoys the random conversations that we all have about coffee. Now, what did I say earlier about I'm not going to do all the greens? Turns out I am. Okay. Now, rub-ons are going in here. Did I cut 2 out? I feel like I did. Yeah. Where's the other one? Oh, here. Oh, light glares on these and then I can't see what I've done. Go. And over on this side. I think I might put that one on top. I don't know if that's a good idea, but I'm going to try it. Just think it might look nice here along the joint. Let's do it. Has anybody translated these? Because they're not in English. If this says something horrible, let me know. And then also I apologize. I didn't design it, but I did pick it out and I did not research what the translation would be. Pretty. Okay. So little gaps down here, they don't matter because I'm going to cover them up. Oh, I did the wrong side. Some of you were waiting. You were watching going, that's not where you said that was going to go. You did a whole big spiel about this photo needed to go on this side. I sure did. That one, and then this one gets popped up. Let's pop it up, pop it up. See you later, April. Jolene's gonna put her tree up. I've ordered my tree. We get a live tree that comes from the school. It's like a PTA fundraiser. And it will be delivered here the first Saturday in December. But, I mean, Christmas wardrobe is out. WB has been very joyful about that. Yeah. And I find it really funny because, of course, between scrapbooking preparation for Journal Your Christmas and Disney, who overnight transformed from Halloween to Christmas on the first, from Halloween to the 1st of November. I am like early Christmas festivities and stuff, it's all just totally normalized to me. And so when people say things like, oh, I'm wearing a Disney t-shirt or Disney Christmas t-shirt, and they'll be like, oh, you've gone festive really early this year. I'm like, have I? I really wasn't thinking about it, but yes, I guess I have. So there we go. All right, so we've got different pieces here to build up and one big camera piece. I think let's put a rub-on on this tag here. This one. Just put this over here. If I put it that way, the camera's going to hide that edge, so that's okay. Do it like that. And then the camera goes, where does the camera go? Behind there? Yeah, okay. Okay. These to cut apart next. Who are we discussing now? James Hoffman. I knew I was reading that in backwards, Sophia, and it's as soon as you said one thing, I was like, it's going to be James Hoffman, and it was. Sophia discovered James Hoffman on YouTube a year ago, and if you enjoy coffee and or British gentle understatement, he is a joy to watch. He just did a taste test of U.S. grocery coffees, and he's hilarious. Have you been to his coffee shop? It's amazing. It's on Leather Lane, I want to say. The Adhesive Avenger will probably correct me if I'm wrong. I'm correct? Woohoo! I got that one right. Yeah. He knows coffee in a very geeky way, it's true. So, Sophia, based on our common YouTube crossovers, I'm going to go with the fact that you would understand the weirdness I experienced knowing that there's a dad one of WB's classmates' dads, so somebody that I see at the school pickup all the time, who is not Tom Smith, but who looks 98% like Tom Smith, and it freaks me out. There we go. Every time I see him, I think, that's Tom Smith, and then I get up close and realize, no, it's not. It's so-and-so's dad. There we go. I'm not sure that I'm going to use all of these, but I'm going to use at least 3. So I might as well cut all 5 out. This one that says collect, you know what color it is? Peach. Okay. So funny how now peach has this reputation. It's almost like it should be my favorite color, and it's not my absolute favorite color. It's probably not even my top 5, but it's something that I feel was lacking from the scrapbook world. So now I feel like it's the underdog and I have to stick up for it. That's what it is. Peach is my Mighty Ducks. Right. Oh, Sophia, you're absolutely right. Did I say Tom Smith? I meant Tom Scott. Yeah, sorry. My brain did not say what my head thought. Does that sentence make sense? No. But you know what I mean. When you think you're saying one thing and you say another, that's it. Tom Scott. That's funny. I couldn't get... I got the leather lane thing right, so I couldn't get names right, too. That's just too much. Ruth's got a question. Totally random question from my friends in the UK. My English grandmother used to scrapbook back in the 70s and 80s. Not so many photos because it was pre-digital and expensive. She used to buy what we call die cuts or ephemera, but she called them something else. Can't remember her term. Pieces. Some sort of pieces. I'm not sure. And she would have, yeah. I don't know. Oh, I wonder if she would have found them under, there's a German name for it. Have I got anybody watching from Germany today? Oh, it'll come to me, but it probably won't come to me in today's live. But they when I first moved here and you can get scrapbooking supplies, every once in a while, if I try to describe it at an art and craft shop, they would bring out these bits that were like little German die cuts basically, but they tended to be tiny and embossed and kind of vintage style artwork. And it was very much a German paper craft thing. But I wonder if it was that. But I can't think of the name of it. Had a specific name in English. But there we go. Right. Okay, so let's see which of these. I'm thinking these 3. Ah, we do have somebody coming from Germany. Okay. Do you know what I mean? Have you ever seen these? I don't think it would be like a current German thing, but it would be a vintagey German craft thing, but it might still be around. But the ones we had here were definitely being like marketed as a German product. I'm going to pop this one up with some Papillos. Jolene needs to figure out a layout for a gorilla and a boy. I've seen this photo. It's the gorilla on the college campus where I went to because once a gorilla, always a gorilla. So the university I went to and Jolene's boy goes to also. Their mascot is the gorillas, and as far as I'm aware, it is still true that it is the only university in all of America that has a gorilla as its mascot. So, quite a big deal when you've been there and then you go somewhere and you see a gorilla. I don't know why. It just gets ingrained into you that you're like, oh, yeah. Julie's here and she says she's also seen this and it's just called German scrap. Amazing. Thank you, Julie. Julie, who sits here quietly and just nods her head and never, or laughs at me and is very restrained in commenting. She's here. I like that sometimes I don't know if Julie's here or not because I can't see who's here unless you comment. So when people don't comment and then they talk to me later that they watched the live and I'm like, but I didn't know you were there. Julie's one of those. Hi, Julie. Right, where can I put this? I confidently put adhesive on it without knowing where it's going to go. Hold on. What if I do that? What if I just put them all down here? I'm going to do it. If I tuck that under, does it become any rude word or anything? No, I don't think so. Okay, I'm aware I have not put a title on this. But I've now added a whole bunch of words to where the title was going to be. Shush. It's fine. Okay. What lettering can I use to spell out something Peter Pan-ish? And let's not joke too much about the fact that the last time I tried to do a layout called Second Star to I put the wrong one. Jolene says it is still the only college with a gorilla, and her boy is very excited to start in the autumn. Yay! Duffy says decorative pieces is what she's heard them called. I almost wonder if something like decorative scrap was what they were, was what I saw them as, because decorative also rings a bell. Scrap definitely rings a bell. German is definitely part of the memory. AJ keeps Google keeps bringing up a German term, but as she doesn't speak the language, she can't confirm. I've definitely not seen that term, so I don't know. It may or may not translate. I'm not going to say it out loud in case it doesn't and I, inadvertently lose my family-friendly channel rating. I'm sure it's fine. I did, however, learn today from lovely Nikki what the French translation of hen party is. So the American translation of hen party is bachelorette party. Here it's called a hen party. In America you have bachelor and bachelorette parties. In Britain we have hen parties and stag parties. That would be a bachelor party, stag party. In France, I don't know about the boy version, but the girl version, the female version in French translates to the burial of a life as a young girl. I love it. It's not as catchy to put on the back of a t-shirt, said my friend. But there we go. Okay, lettering, journaling, confetti. Oh, can I put a fig on it? If you like it, then you should have put a fig on it. If you came in late and you have no idea why I'm talking about figs, it's a fig. It's a fig. Go figure. It's a fig. Hint. Okay. I didn't know. All right. I'm going to put some rainbows in here. I got a green butterfly. Is Shimelle going to embellish over all her journaling spots? Probably. Let's find out. Can I work in the peacock? It's green. I'm going to work in all the peacock things. I like this one, but it doesn't really fit the aesthetic here. The words work, though. I like that. So we'll see. Okay. Anything else green? This is green. Amy says it's not catchy, but it's accurate. Your girlish life has ended. We will bury it now. That might need multiple pop dots. Oh! Orangina is finding a way for me to put the peacock on there. And she says he's doing a proud pose here as Peter Pan. So peacock, you know, it's not that much of a stretch. Let's put a peacock on it. Let's put birds on things. I'm going to do it there. That's where it's going. Peacock. Okay. Have I used all the greens? Except for the lime and the greenhouse. Okay. Save them for another day. Okay. Let's look at what else I can make work. So I can bring in some blue. I think I can even bring in some yellow. I mean, I have put yellow on here. Got more blue here. Oh, my confetti was going to come down this diagonal. Okay, we'll make that happen. Is that all the colorful stars except one pink there? And one pink there. Okay, so pinks I can use on another project. I know I do have some pink here, so I could put it in here if I want, but I think I can do this. Okay, so I got silver, blue, blue, silver. And then down here, silver, silver. But I don't have another blue one to put down here, but it's okay. Is this space in here bothering me? Slightly, but not so much. So I might leave it. Okay. Do I want another butterfly? How many butterflies have I got? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. Let's put 3 butterflies in. Thanks whoever did that, Jen and team. Okay, so we'll put yellow butterfly here. I'm going to move this flower. 1, 2. I'm going to put blue butterfly down here, like that. We're going to bring yellow up here. Have I got any more of those little flowers? I've got this one that's in a circle. And I've got a pink one. Oh, there was 4th butterfly there too. I'll put the pink butterfly with the pink flowers on something else and the pink stars. I'll do a very pink layout soon. Okay. Right. Hold up. Okay. That's going to go under there. And this is going to go here. I want to make this. I know I'm put this little grouping up here, but I really want embellishment to follow along this diagonal. So I was just looking at how I could do that. Carol, they're going to be on Friday. On Friday. This coming Friday. And don't worry, they won't expire or anything. Right. Sorry, we talked about it at the beginning and you probably weren't here just yet. That's okay. Right. Where's this cut apart with words and stamps? And oh, this was the other thing I wanted to look at. Somebody said the backs do come off and they're adhesive. But I don't feel like mine are. I'm going to check. They are. Why does it feel like they're not? Okay. So there we go. These are stickers and I've been just sticking the backing down. It's okay. bottom, is it? Nope, we're good. AJ's making sure that the words she's put, German words she's putting in the chat are family friendly. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Some blue, some green. And this top one here. But I'm failing. Okay. All right. There we go. You know what? I think my advice for this would be to take it out of the book form. This is why I used to love my little folders for stickers. But it did not catch on. Right. Yes. Corey says she feels like there needs to be a Christmas set of tickets. I would go for that. Paige is working on a Christmas line. Is it done? We should ask. Paige, could you put some of these tickets in there? We like this product. We need a Christmas version. Okay. I keep going to put adhesive on it, but now I know there's sticker backing. Just have to peel the backing very carefully. I mean, you're all going to laugh at me, but I remember pulling them off thinking maybe they are adhesive, and when I pulled at it, I felt like I was just separating layers of cardstock. So if I put this one down here, let me move this grouping of stickers yet again, then I can emphasize that diagonal a little bit more. And so I have a little triangle there. Triangle there. Ish. Here. Okay. Is this one going to fit anywhere? It's so the right color. I just want to put the whole thing down here at the bottom. Do we need nails? Yeah. I don't know. The more you bend it, the easier it is. But, you know, my nails are super short and not particularly sharp. And I am struggling to get the backing off. That's why I didn't notice. But I don't think there's any problem with what I did on the others, where I just stuck them as like they were die cuts. Oh, thank you. Orangina says I was ahead of my time with the folders for stickers, and she sticks all her random sticker sheets in the folders. She thinks it was genius, especially for organization. Why, thank you. Yeah, I really liked them. And I just found that the stapled books, I was always bending and distorting stickers and making a big old mess. Okay, so I guess I'm not going to put these two in because I like the tickets better. Right. Some stamps. What do we got in terms of green? She says, as you know, full well what greens she's going to pull out because she's a creature of habit. Welcome to my two favorite greens. They have entered the chat. Mowed Lawn and Rustic Wilderness are here. Are there mushrooms in Neverland? I think there are. Moderna. Mushrooms. Oh, I'm going to stamp on top of that rub-on. It could all go horribly wrong. Are you ready? Let's see what happens. It's fine. I mean, I wouldn't, it's going to smear that a little bit, but I'm just going to rub it off. It's fine. Rub on, rub off. Clean stamp. You could totally leave this step off, but if you buy your stamps and you never use them, don't say I didn't give you ideas. I love just tucking them in to finish the more of a design. I do. Life of Wine and Books. So she just got back from Disney right when I was leaving and has so many double-page spreads she wants to do, but they always intimidate you. Have you ever considered doing a class on double-page spreads? I will never do a class entirely on double-page spreads. Sorry to disappoint. I do put double-page designs in with other things, but I absolutely do not have the joy in making two-page spreads, so I'm not your girl. Yeah. I like them only every once in a while, just when something presents itself as the way to tell the story. I don't enjoy the difficulties of filming them. I don't enjoy a fair amount of the process of making them. So I'm never going to teach one that's entirely double-page spreads, because I'm not going to teach something that I actually don't love doing. There you go. If anybody else out there has taken a double-page class that you would recommend, go for it. You can feel 100% happy to go ahead and recommend. You're 100% not competing with me. Not going to do it. Sorry. One little butterfly line up there. Let's do another little butterfly line over here. Just in shades of green on a green background. Just adding a little bit of depth. That one's over the rub-on, so you can see it didn't come out nearly as crisp as that one. That's okay. The thing about layers is that it won't always be super crisp. Oh, I've got a butterfly down here, so use this one. I got one more. No, you're totally good. Debbie says check out the Most Magical Scrapbook class, because that is, yeah, that's Disney, all Disney, whole Disney album coming to be, and it includes when I throw double pages in the mix and stuff like that. Yep. Okay, I think that's enough of the stamps just to make it have that little bit of depth. Then, journaling, gold mist, and a title that I think I'm going to put on in tiny little letters. Oh, and some enamel dots. Right, so my enamel dots are in here somewhere. Somebody asked in the last video what these stamps were. They are from scrapbook.com and they're called Magical Day. They are still available. I don't know if they're in stock currently, but they're not, like, if they're not, you can push the remind me button or let me know. What is it called? The notify button. Anyway, if you want to know when they're back in stock. Where have I put those enamel dots? Otherwise, I'll just go get some green ones out of the drawer. Should I do that? Why not? green dots. Big, little, or medium, little. So triangle with the biggest one toward the photos, the littlest one furthest away. This is not a hard and fast rule. It's just what I use to make it a little easier, because it can get really easy to look at enamel dots and go, but where? Okay, then I want some little letter stickers. I think I still have that white set that I used the other day out on my desk. I do. And I'm going to do a very subtle title. So it's going to be these white stickers on this background. And there's a reason I want to go subtle. So I'm going to make it say never grow up. But obviously, I mean that as a Peter Pan reference and not a, I don't want my kid to grow up. That's quite weird. So I want it to be subtle, not like a command. This, I need a pokey thing. Where's my paper piercer? I've probably put it somewhere safe so it won't jab me in the pen drawer, but I don't know where. So, there. That's all I needed. Boop. Ah, Leslie G turned the single pages in Magical Scrapbook into double pages by stretching them out and stuff, because she liked the ideas, but she's more of a double pager. Cool, cool. Yes, I agree, Duffy. Allison Davis is who makes double pages with lots of photos make sense. Yeah. I have a bunch of her sketches on my sketch pinboard on Pinterest. Okay, Marianne, I've got that. That's something that should get sorted by today, tonight, if I'm able. Tomorrow morning at the last, as the last resort. So hopefully you will not be waiting much longer. Okay. Yeah. I see. Cool. Yes, Leslie G is right. Double pages also really difficult to share online because everything is biased toward how we look at phones now. So it's either portraits or squares. And by the time you make a landscape image, like 2 pages, fit a phone screen, it's actually really tiny and you can't see it. Yeah. Orangina would prefer her 20-year-old to have not grown up and still be 4 because it would be easier. There is that. There is that. This is going to fit quite nicely. Not perfectly, but it's not going to go over the edge. Yeah, just settle there. Right. I will say this star paper has a grid in the background. If you want to journal straight onto it and you've got like a big story you wanted to use with this sketch, you could put it right there. You could put it in any of that space because you can write on that star paper. so the mist is going to go along this diagonal to emphasize that. So even though there's embellishment up here, I'm not putting the mist there. And I think mixing the silver and the gold is going to be November's theme, because there's silver holographic foil in the sticker sheet with the figs. But I'm still going to put gold on everything. Okay, so journaling is going to go here once it's dry, and here. And I might also look for some bits and pieces that I could tie through those tags, because I don't really want them to be empty. If I only just got 2 left showing, I might put something in that one too, so that I've got 3. But there we go. That's Sophia says, it makes me laugh how there's an entire thing on the internet with things filmed in portrait and platforms pushing it, and 15 years ago the trolls were merciless if someone posted in that format. I very much remember a CHA or a Creativation. I mean, I don't remember which one it was, but I was using my DSLR to shoot video for Instagram, and I wanted that shallow depth of field that I could only get on my DSLR. So I was shooting video with my camera in portrait. And at trade shows like that, there will always be some people who are very serious about kind of their press coverage of the event. Many of whom are very kind, but one of whom came up and gave me a big scolding about shooting in portrait and how this was just wrong, and it was really short-sighted and stuff like that. And the thing that I found really funny was that, of course, I wasn't shooting something that I meant to be like a permanent record. I was shooting essentially what was advertising, right? Like, here's a look at my collection as an Instagram video. So that's not meant to be like something that goes down in history as a classic film. That's 30 seconds of have a look at all this cool stuff. And they put way too much energy into it. And then if you've ever watched Scrap Time, the Christine who does Scrap Time, her husband works in the film industry, like in things you may have watched, not in just the craft industry. And she, they came up to say, he came up to say that he had been on a shoot for a major company, and they had shot, with all this big rig equipment, an advert that was in landscape. And then because they also needed the same thing for Instagram, they then got out a phone and shot the same action over again on a phone, and how funny this was. And so he was like, no, I totally get it. It's completely valid. You're absolutely fine to do whatever you want. And it made me laugh. Okay. I think that's everything for today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like the layout, if you enjoyed sitting here and talking about all this random stuff with me, I would really appreciate the thumbs up on the video. It makes a big difference and doesn't cost you anything. So if you could do it, that'd be super duper awesome. And I thank you very, very much. Right. I think that's everything. Have a great week. I'll see you Friday. That's all you need to know. Friday. Have a great time.